couple of weeks back, we were talking about Avatar: The Way of Water, and I gave my, put my 5 cents in on what I thought about that, Steve. Which obviously it wasn't that great, at least from my perspective. I'm probably running against popular opinion with that because apparently it was well liked. So anyway, it became available for digital download. So I had another look at it, and I thought maybe my opinion would change if I saw it in the comfort of my own home, kind of thing. And no, it hasn't. It's still pretty much the same. I couldn't actually sit through the whole thing. I sort of split it down the middle halfway. But the thing that struck me, there's a couple of extra things that I wanted to add to my little review from the other day, which was I don't think this franchise, the world within it, is interesting enough beyond one film. It's not like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, whatever else you want to call it. There doesn't seem to be enough of a world in there. Now, a lot of people might disagree with that because the visuals are stunning and whatever else. And look, I think because the end of the first film was kind of definitive. This film, it struck me the second time watching it, yeah, they actually had to restart the story. Whereas in these other films and franchises, there seems to be a logical extension as it goes from one sequel to another. So that was kind of something that stuck out to me. But the other funny thing was I actually think it looked better on my TV than the cinema that I was in, which was funny. But so yeah, I don't know. I reckon I could have just hung around and waited for this rather than going to the cinema for it in the end. And plus, I've got, I don't know, 3 hours of bonus content I can have a look at now for the making of, which strangely enough, there are no featurettes on how the script came together, the ideas for the story, any of that stuff. Maybe because they didn't focus on it too much from what I could tell.
Yeah, I was really glad you sent that clip through, Ben. I felt like in that 4 minutes, I saw the whole film in all its glory. I mean, let's face it, it looks beautiful. Some of the shots are amazing. And I sort of got the idea that there was going to be some sort of battle, between good guys that seem to be blue and some bad guys that seem to be machines. And the good guys also have dinosaurs helping them. So what's not to love in a film like that? Every alien creature with big eyes, drawn to look good to us. Fantastic. So I didn't need a story. I didn't need 3 hours. But the one thing I will say is, while it obviously looks beautifully filmed and it has those big panoramas and really intense visual compositions within it, they also felt a little bit like the early days of 3D when, they'd point a knife or a gun or an arrow at you through the screen. That they're just shots that are there to showcase, I guess, the technology and the ability to create or composite these shots. But I'm not sure there's a lot of substance in that. I guess that's probably what you'll say.
Absolutely. To save yourself some time, everyone, the clip I believe is called "Nothing Is Lost." It's the song is from a band called The Weeknd, I think it was. So that actually plays over the end credits, and I do remember in the cinema listening to that, going, "That actually is probably my favorite part of the whole thing." And there's actually various renditions of it on YouTube. So I recommend, if you don't want to spend the 3+ hours watching Avatar: The Way of Water, then just look up one of the variations of that clip, and you'll get it all in 4 minutes. Easy done.